It's my pleasure and my honor to introduce our new Clayton mayor, Mayor Michelle Harris. She's a 30-year resident of Clayton, began serving as mayor in April of last year, following 11 years of service as an alderman. Her professional background is in the business world with 18 years at Nestle and DuPont, as well as 10 years with her own consulting firm, which I can tell you from personal experience is remarkable. Michelle has always been involved in community efforts and is currently a board member of the Zoological Park and Museum District and the St. Louis County Municipal League, as well as having been on the founding boards of the Shakespeare Festival and the Clayton Century Foundation. She has, of course, served on many boards and commissions within our city. Mayor Harris is passionate about Clayton and the region as a whole, and we're really excited to hear her vision for the future. So join me in welcoming Mayor Michelle Harris.
How about now? Yeah. There's a delay on it. Okay, well, hello everybody. Hello. You can do better. Hello. Thank you for being here. Really love to see all your smiling faces. It's so important to have these networking events so we can all get caught up with each other and caught up on what's going on in the city of Clayton. I want to thank, although we already did, but thank Armstrong Teasdale and Centene for hosting us in this beautiful, beautiful venue. And also thank the Clayton Chamber for putting this together year after year. It's just a fabulous event, and we appreciate it so much. So, before I get started, I have a few introductions to make. First of all, I want you to meet our Board of Aldermen. This is the group that really sets the policy for the city, short and long term. These folks have a combined wisdom, judgment, experience, and insight that really is critical to guiding our city. And I can tell you that this particular group is very passionate, very dedicated, and actually really fun to work with. So I feel privileged to be working with them, and I think we're lucky to have them serving our city. And so right now, I'd like anybody who is on this slide to stand up and be recognized. Okay, now another very important group, our staff. These are the people, the experts that make our city hum day to day. And they really are so expert in their fields. They have so much training. Many of them hold master's degrees. It is really a privilege to work with them. So you can see the excellent result that we get every day in the city of Clayton. Their standards are really above and beyond anything that I've seen, and I definitely would put them up against any city staff in any city, anywhere. And so, along with that, I would like to put a special shout out there to Janet Watson, and because she has, over the past 8 months, also shouldered the job of being the interim city manager. And she has done it with style and grace and with a smile on her face. She made it look easy, and I know she's ready to go back to her other job, but we're gonna miss her dreadfully. So would all the staff that is here, even anybody I did not mention, stand up and be recognized. Now it's a good opportunity for me to also introduce you to someone that's new coming to Clayton. We have found a wonderful new city manager, and he will be starting with us on February 3rd. David Gibson from Wentzville. And David, where are you? Stand up and wave at everybody. And I would be really remiss in not mentioning someone who's become one of my favorite people, Dan Cruson, who's in the back of the room, and without whom this presentation would be exceedingly boring. So I'm really, really honored to address you at the beginning of a new decade. I think it feels like a special time, maybe a historic time. I know we'll see, but nevertheless, it's an honor. Since our humble beginnings here in Clayton, a lot has changed. We started out as really just an outpost with dirt roads, wood frame buildings, and plank sidewalks. And we really just focused on county government back then. That's what we were about. Wouldn't these residents be astonished if they could see what a thriving metropolitan area we've become, and an education hub as well? I think that they would be super, super surprised. They might not believe it. So what we're going to do is take a look at where we've been in the more recent past, and then we'll get into where we're headed. Over the last several years, we have seen unprecedented growth and investment in our city. And a lot of that has been fueled by Centene's campus expansion. And so again, thank you, Centene. But all total, we have seen over $700 million of commercial development, which brought us over 2,000 incremental workers and 800 new residents. And that is a lot of growth for 2.5 square miles that we have here, but we're glad, right? In addition to that, the city continues to provide an ongoing parade of events that are favorites. Everyone has their favorites, but some of mine are the Wine and Music Festival, and of course the Chapman Concert Series. But we do also collaborate with a lot of other organizations to provide even more events, such as the nationally renowned art fair, and of course the world-renowned Parties in the Park. And it wouldn't be just to go through the events of this year without mentioning the Stanley Cup. We were lucky here in Clayton to see the Cup more than one time. And what a great win for the team, but also for our entire region. Let's go Blues. I got a few blues out of that. So, without saying anything more right now about where Clayton is today, let's get a really good picture of it by watching this video. Awesome, right? Well, what makes cities awesome? How do they get that way? How do we get to be great? A big factor is leadership, and a history of leadership that promotes reasoned growth and amenities that people really value. And we've had that here in Clayton. I'd like to take a pause and just recognize any former elected officials that are with us. I see two mayors, Mayor Uschitel and Mayor Goldstein, thank you. And I see some former aldermen. Please wave your hand. This is where we are is because of you, and everyone really appreciates it, I know that. So thank you. So our vision is to build on that legacy, to really really focus on quality of life first and foremost, and therefore promote development that really enhances the way we live and work in Clayton every day. As well as continuing our efforts, which are kind of a given for us, right? But they're not so easy, but they are a given, our financial, environmental, and social sustainability. So taking a look at what's coming up for Clayton, we have over $250 million of commercial development in the pipeline or in progress right now. Bringing with it all the employees, residents, visitors, restaurants, and other new services that are needed to support such growth. Some examples of what's coming are a Marriott Residence Inn. This will be on the Forsyth Curve and activating a long vacant space. And so we're glad to see something finally come there. An AC hotel project, which is where our old police station is now. And again, we're excited because it's activating some sort of, low-profile space, but also providing some really cool things like a rooftop restaurant and some services that are needed by residents in downtown Clayton. And we're really excited about this project on the left, the U.S. Capitol project. This is truly a transformative office project that involves several of our really iconic corporate citizens, and we are so glad that they are able to come together to do this wonderful development. And again, it's bringing some really wonderful things. It's bringing rooftop restaurants and open terraces and a cultural and arts entertainment venue that we are very, very excited about. And I just want to do another shout out to Jim Coleman and his team. Just wave. He's kind of leading the charge on organizing this, and again, we appreciate it so much. The last one up here is the Clarendale, which is a senior living project. It will be at the corner of Hanley and Clayton Roads. And this is a unique offering for Clayton, and I think something that will really be in high demand. So like I said a couple of times, these projects are being designed to up our game in lifestyle components. Things like rooftop restaurants and outdoor terraces, entertainment venues, better streetscapes, and needed services. We need this for the future of Clayton. And our board has even created an entertainment district, which we hope will take shape very soon. Besides doing all that good stuff with entertainment and all that, the city will keep up its parks and keep improving and maintaining our parks and our facilities, including the expansion and renovation of the center of Clayton, which is going on right now. Okay. Our biggest news, now I'm ready. Our biggest news is a whole new kind of destination for Clayton, something we're terribly excited about, the Commons. This is the site of our former ice rink. And our vision is to provide an outdoor, cultural, event, and sports venue for our city. It will be open air, but protected from weather. It will be a transformative piece, a transformative addition to Shaw Park, and a transformative new front door for the city of Clayton. And even more exciting, we can announce that a lead gift from Centene has paved the way for other private partners and the Clayton Community Foundation to come together and help us make this long-time goal a reality. Thank you all very much. Clayton Community Foundation, wave. Okay, thank you all. Okay. So the energy created by all of this supports our sustainability, but also spills out into other areas of Clayton. So we have some other business districts that are thriving with vibrancy and lots of successful businesses, restaurants, and so on. And these are places like the Des Moines Business District, the Hanley and Wydown Business District, and the Williamsburg shops right on Maryland. So we hope that you will not forget to leave downtown Clayton sometimes and explore these other areas, because they truly are very special. So beyond all of this, we realize that we're not an island. As a new mayor, I'm very excited about that we are positioned to start the decade as a strong regional player with new collaborative leadership at Washington University, at St. Louis County, and of course, our new city manager. Very exciting. We also, of course, will continue to work very closely with our treasured ongoing partners at Community Foundation, Fontbonne, Concordia, Clayton Chamber, School District of Clayton, very key partner for us, to really work hard to do our part in the areas of regionalism, sustainability, and equity. Why are we working so hard to keep a place, to keep improving a place that's already so great? Well, it's because cities that don't change with the needs of residents and businesses can be left behind. We've seen it. And we believe that cities are about people, and they're strong cities are places where people want to be. But without hearing me talk about it anymore, let's see what some of your peers like about doing business in Clayton.
I love the Clayton Chamber, of course. The business community here is a special one. They're committed to the region, to Clayton, and to St. Louis as a whole, and contribute to the vibrancy here in Clayton. I love the art fair, parties in the park, all the events that happen here make Clayton special.
I love having my business in Clayton. We just have quality customers from the business community and the residential, and then the city provides us awesome quality of services, from keeping the streets clean to just great service overall. And our business is going to be celebrating another record-breaking year, so we can be happier.
I've been working in the commercial real estate industry for a little over 25 years, and 20 of those years have been spent working here in Clayton. What I value most about Clayton is its connectivity. There's been quite a trend to modern, urban, mixed-use environments, and Clayton was urban and mixed use before it was trendy. So Clayton functions as a CBD, central business district environment, and it happens to be central to our region. And I think because of that, it will continue to be one of our more vibrant business communities.
Really everything. The businesses on the block, many have been friends for a long time. The police are nice, the customers are the best, they're very stable neighbors. Just, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing bad about having a business in Clayton. Everything is nice. We've been here 65 years, that's how much we like it.
And when you work here, it becomes like a small community. And you kind of see folks you haven't seen in a while. You go, hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Great retail shops. On our walk from our garage to our building, there are a couple of shops where I want to buy a few items, and that's very exciting. So it's a great time to be in downtown Clayton. It's very alive. It's grown enormously in the right direction, and it's a great time to be part of Centene and to be part of Clayton.
The greatest thing about having a business in Clayton is the customer base. The people that live in Clayton are very friendly, they're very loyal, and they do support your business. We've been in business here for 24 years, and it seems like every year gets a little bit better. So we're very pleased with our business being in Clayton.
So when I think of Clayton, I think of really a major hub of economic activity in St. Louis. It's a place where you have a number of major employers, and it's a place that really is setting the agenda and driving growth for the entire region. It's the kind of growth that I think benefits from the right ingredients. It's growth that is measured over years and in decades, and I think is very strategic. And I have to say, somebody who lives in Clayton and works in Clayton, this is a place that I think has it all. It's a great place to work, live, and play, and I count myself very lucky to be here.
So, in closing, I realize that you may have been expecting something longer based on previous meetings here, but I'm closing now. In closing, I want to assure you that Clayton, the region's second downtown, and the heart of county government, is and will remain the place to be.